here to talk about Papua New Guinean music from the 1970s, the 1980s, 1990s, the early 2000s, and to the present times, where we have it now in 2025. I have noticed that music has regressed over time, save for a few artists and musicians who are still remaining true to the art. I've noticed that our music has seen a decline in the last 30 years where people have not been intentional with how they present their craft and how they express themselves through music. Just last night, after the independence celebration, September 16, 2025, I came home and I decided to go through all the artists of Papua New Guinea from the 1970s up till the present day. I started playing songs from the 1970s like that of the Apple Sons of Rabaul and other artists. Came to the 1980s and played songs from some artists who were prominent in that time, one of which was the Sanguma. I then came to the 1990s and played songs by George Telek from Saugas, Barikia, Patty Potts, and to the early 2000s, where we had songs from Ocean, we had songs from Houseboy, and other groups that was popular and notable in those days. In recent times, I feel that we have not really come to the level that we can achieve as a people. I believe that our sounds have now been diluted into that of the West. The musical influences we have today are not such that helps us to develop and grow our unique style. What it has done for us now is that it has made us lazy, to say the least, and we have not given enough efforts to develop our unique sounds that the world can learn to appreciate. And just yesterday, on September 16, I came to realize that some of the songs that were being played during the independence celebration were songs that were created and produced by artificial intelligence websites and applications or programs. And that is, to me, that is disturbing because we have now deviated from appreciating traditional music or music that is produced by people who are passionate about the art, and we have now gone into artificial intelligence, something that has no emotions and does not have any passion for music. It is only created to produce what they have fed into it. And there is a song now that's going viral on social media that is called Papua New Guinea National or Independent Song, something like that. And if you go on Facebook right now, you will hear many of those people who are sharing their independence posts. They are using that track as their soundtrack. And like I said, it is not something that's truly expressing what we represent as a people. What I find is instead of us using songs that really resonate with the people, we are now allowing for someone else's thoughts and thought process to dictate how we should feel about our country. Why don't we use songs from artists like Barikia Band? Why aren't we using songs from artists like George Telek? Why aren't we using those songs or music from the 1980s, like that of Kanai Pineri, songs that are truly representative of our life and of our experience as a people. Now, the song that I feel is most appropriate to be played during the independence celebration is One Country by Barike Band. And you may wonder why I choose Barike's One Country as the anthem that should be played on Independence Day. The reason I chose this is because it is a song that represents the entire country. You see, the song started off with the writer leaving Baining and traveling down to Rabaul. From Rabaul, he went over to Namatanai, and by vehicle, he went all the way to Kavieng. From there, they went over to Manus, that's in the New Guinea Islands region, over to Manus and spent a few days there at the Lombrum Naval Base. Then they went on to Medang, which is now the Momase region. From Medang, the writer of the song expressed traveling by vehicle all the way to Leh and then slowly making his way up to the highlands region to Goroka. From Goroka, it went on right up to Kutubu, and that was the length and breadth which the author or the composer of the song, as well as the lyricist, traveled around Papua New Guinea. You can see that in that song, he also expressed the sadness and the pain that he felt from the civil war that happened in Bougainville. And at the end of each of the verses, you can feel a emotional connection to the song when it is telling us that we should be one people, one nation, one country. Now, take a look at the new songs that we have today. Take a look at the artists that have been singing about Papua New Guinea today. Most of the songs will start from Nambis, Mistablo Nambis, Migontablo Highlands. Mistablo Semlo Solwara, Migontablo Semlo Mountain. The same blueprint is being used, and I think it has become overused over time. Nambis, Kolo Highlands, Nambis, Kolo Highlands, Solwara, Golo Mountain, Solwara, Golo Mountain. And there is nothing new that you can learn from those songs. There is no message for the patriotic Papua New Guinean who is listening to the song. Now, this may seem like my venting about what I have expressed, but I feel that we should not take this for granted that we had the musical foundation from the 1970s or even from the 60s. If we are not careful enough, we may lose our identity as a nation. We may lose our identity because songs will express to those outside of our culture what we hold dear to our hearts. The songs that we have can be interpreted as our values and what we believe in and what we stand upon. If we do not write things that truly showcase our nation to the world, we may as just as well be taken into obscurity in the grand scheme of things because we are not proud of who we are. We're just trying to copy what others in the world are doing. Think I've spent enough time on this, and I'm glad that you have decided to join me on this live today to listen to what I have to express. And I hope we all work together to build Papua New Guinea music so that we can be a force in the world. We can be something that can be taken seriously. We can be a nation that expresses itself in ways that can resonate with not just people of the same beliefs as us, but people from different cultures and value systems who will believe our story and stand with us. Thank you, everyone, and I hope to see you again on the next live.